The Niswonger Children's Network covers much more than the Children's Hospital in Johnson City.
The Strong Futures program, part of the network, and provides several services to parents who suffer from substance use disorder or mental health issues. Ansley Daniel with us now to explain how the program helps in recovery and reuniting families. Ansley?
Yeah, you would never know that Blake Case was addicted to drugs and alcohol and living on the streets just a few years ago. Today, she lives in her own apartment with her daughters and her now husband and works full-time helping others recover from addiction.
We go to gymnastics every Monday. It's, you know, I'm being a mom.
Life wasn't always this way for Blake Case and her daughters, Dallas and Piper.
I was drinking and, drinking heavily, and I committed a pretty violent crime. And, from that point forward, my family just didn't want anything to do with me.
Case eventually became homeless and her parents took the girls.
I couldn't tell you what size clothes they wore. I didn't know what they smelled like, what they had ate that day, how many diaper changes they had, and those are all things. Can they count to 10 yet? Do they know their colors yet?
She turned herself into authorities and her kid's father was eventually awarded full custody. After she served her time, she lived in a halfway house in Knoxville and then found Strong Futures.
We have an outpatient clinic and we also have a living center that we house mothers and children under the age of 12. They all participate in our outpatient program. And each participant has a treatment team that consists of a case manager, a therapist, a community navigator, that's someone that has lived substance use experience to walk that path with them.
Blake went from video chats to seeing her kids for a few hours to overnight and eventually gaining full custody while in the program. At the time, Leanne Spradlin was the judicial liaison.
Having that voice to kind of come in and say, okay, look, Your Honor, she's telling the truth. These are all good things. And then plus, she's also found us and we found her who lives at this facility. She showed photos of the facility. She described the facility, just completely I didn't have to say anything. I was a ball of nerves and she took every bit of that away.
Blake and her girls live in their own apartment now. She's married and works for Ballad as a peer recovery specialist.
When we rehabilitate the parents, it gives the children an opportunity to thrive. So if you use Blake as an example, Piper and Dallas, they are in school here in Greene County and they have their own home for the first time with their mom, and their mom is employed for Ballad Health, and those are all changes that can be made in someone's life by giving to the Strong Futures program.
And most importantly, Piper and Dallas are as happy as ever.
We're getting to do a lot of stuff that is fun. Yeah. Because Mama's got a bigger job.
Anyone can refer themselves to the Strong Futures program. However, you do have to be 18 years old and either be expecting or already be a parent.
News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel. Ansley, thank you very much. As a reminder, the annual Radiothon scheduled for this Thursday and Friday, February 29th and March 1st. News Channel 11 will be live from Niswonger Children's Hospital.